Speaker, George White is living with ALS and relies on home care for bathing, toileting, feeding, and transferring from his wheelchair to his bed. But the chronic shortage of PSWs at ParaMed has meant that George is regularly forced to sleep in his wheelchair because there was no evening PSW. Last week, he sent me this email, quote, ParaMed has reached a new record for service providers. 4 out of the last 6 nights, they did not send a PSW to put me to bed. That means I've been in soiled diapers for at least 14 hours for those days, from 2 p.m. until 6 a.m. That is inhumane. Speaker, I agree. Clearly, privatized home care is failing people like George White. Will this government agree to end the unreliable, understaffed, and unaccountable for-profit home care system and make home care public?
Minister of Health.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you to the member for the question. While I appreciate that George's situation is unacceptable, I don't agree with the solution that's been proposed by the member. What we are doing, however, I can advise that we are putting $457 million to increase home and community care capacity as part of our COVID preparedness plan for the fall, because we recognize that there may be some people who can be cared for at home, which is where they want to be, instead of in hospital. But we know that we need to put more resources into that, and that's why we've put that $457 million into it, which will greatly increase the number of visits that will be available to people and the number of hours that they will be available. By the same token, we also recognize that there has been a shortage of personal support workers, that while we're graduating thousands of them, there are also thousands of them that don't stay in long-term care or as personal support workers, either in long-term care or in home care. That's why we are increasing their hourly rates to encourage more people to stay in the as personal support workers, but we recognize there are other issues that affect their working conditions, why they may not want to stay in it. We're still undertaking our discussions with the Personal Support Workers Association and with other stakeholders to encourage more people to come in to work both in long-term care as well as in home care.